Hello and welcome once again. So I'm going to do a brief video here on the summary of all antioxidant powders that I have been using. And if this is the first video you've watched on the antioxidant powders, this will be the only one you're going to really need to watch. Unless you don't really understand what I'm explaining, I go a little more in detail in some of the other videos on the individual powders. And just so everyone knows that if I'm doing something and this is what I am following, then I am getting my nutrients, and you will be too. I don't really honestly think I need to sit here and explain every single one that's in here. You're getting more than enough. I repeat, more than enough, and this is just the powders. The only thing that the powders don't contain is iodine, which if you look at my video back in June, you can look at Sea Snacks. SEASNAX. You can Google them. They are one of the only ones that aren't made with some GMO oil. It's a light amount of olive oil, and that will deliver the iodine. Other than that, let's go over these powders. And how much I take and how much you take is going to be completely different. Please follow the manufacturer's suggested amount on the back, and you may need to start with less until you can move up, because my body's at a much higher level than pretty much everyone else, so I can take a ton of these. But if you do that, you're going to be very, very sick, and you are going to probably give up on them, because that can happen. So please take them at your own pace and what works for you. Okay, so we have the maca. We have behind here the maki, the pomegranate powder, MANGOSTEEN. Let's go ahead and show this raw mangosteen powder. Cranberry, noni, chia seeds, camu powder, blueberry powder, lucuma, bilberry. Now, the bilberry is different than the blueberry. That one I would suggest only a 1/4 teaspoon, as well as the schizandra when you first probably start out. Then you could take a little bit more. The camu, once again I want to go to, should be only a 1/4 teaspoon. You really don't need that much. And the wheatgrass, start out maybe with a 1/4 teaspoon to maybe a half, and then work your way up to doing maybe a teaspoon a day. You should be doing all of these 2 to 3 times per day. Let's go over this again. We have wheatgrass, schizandra. Comes in this nice shiny new case. This is the only manufacturer that I have used that I found is effective and is actually giving you the best quality. And yes, this is expensive. It's about $75, between $74 and $75 for this. And this is something I use a lot of. I will use probably 5 teaspoons of this, 1/4 teaspoons each time, 3 times a day. I absolutely love it. Same thing with the wheatgrass. I will use a lot. Lucuma I will use about a teaspoon each time to a teaspoon and a half. Blueberry, I'll use 5 teaspoons each time, 3 times a day. Camu, 1/4 to a half each time. 1 teaspoon of chia seeds. Noni, I use 3 teaspoons each time. Cranberry, 5. Mangosteen, 1 to 1 1/4, sometimes 1 1/2. Bilberry, only 1/4 teaspoon. Maca, 1 teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half. Maki, 3 teaspoons each time. And pomegranate, I use 5 each time. That's what I do. And sometimes I do even more. I may do up to 7 of the pomegranate. So, as you can see, these are the antioxidant powders. This is the army of what I use for my main source. I do this 3 times a day. Morning, afternoon. I don't even eat until after I do this twice. That's what I do. I take a package of Sea Snacks with this once after I get some sun in the morning. Then I do these another several hours later with another package of Sea Snacks. Then I'll eat my greens, berries, sprouted pumpkin seeds. Then after that I'll take the astaxanthin, do the matcha tea, and then I will do the antioxidant powders again in the evening. And then if I'm still hungry, I'll have a bowl of goji berries, mulberries, golden berries, sprouted pumpkin seeds at the end. Any questions, go ahead and let me know. But there you go, the antioxidant powders, all of them. Thank you.